Let us continue our story as we see Crash, Pippin, Brika, and Leo as they are met with a perilous decision, trusting a stranger with their escape and following the path laid before them. Little do they know, at the end of the road lies uncomfortable answers and old faces from the shadows. This week on WeTogether, a peek behind the curtain. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's come back in on the chaos of that scene. You're in an alleyway. It's full of smoke, fire runes popping off in quick succession, causing the entire thing to light up at the same time, a smoky cover. People are, as we were reminded in the recap, blinded by a flashlight and also dealing with the effects of either getting hit in the head with a stun baton or this smoke, firework, grenade, whatever you want to call it. It's loud. It smells. Stings your eyes a little bit to get through the smoke. And as you kind of slink into the shadow, after the sole figure who showed you the way, a Triton woman you've seen before, her name Eve, wearing the same bright orange jacket as you saw her wearing, ushering you into the shadows. And though it may seem like none of you have a choice, in my game, you always do. So I ask, do you follow?
Quick question.
Quick answer?
We're at a Y.
Yep.
To the left is more or less where Brika, Pippin, and Leo are with the downed Goliath. And then Eve is at the end of that alleyway.
So the Y you...
Because behind us would be the crowd, right?
Yep, the crowd.
Eve is to the east.
Yep, so the crowd to the Y to the right, which would be, I think, west, I think we said. It had the two tellers, one being blinded, the other being distracted by the firework. To the west was the downed Goliath, and then beyond the downed Goliath was Eve. So she was behind him.
We're all there, and then Crash is behind on the opposite side of where we were, right?
Yes, behind the two, one now blinded, and one probably also blind. Like if I'm
downed, I think he was downed by it.
By the firework.
The firework, I'm pretty sure he's blinded.
Well, I rolled a nat one. So, you know what? He literally as soon as the firework went off, had a knee-jerk reaction where he jerked to the right. His blind friend didn't see him there, and you just hear thunk as both their heads just clunk together.
Ye old coconuts. Can I roll an insight check on Eve, please?
Yes, with disadvantage.
With disadvantage, okay.
She is cloaked in shadow, and it is a smoky, intense moment.
Well, the first one was a 13 plus 2. The second one was a 17 plus 2. So I'll take the 15.
15's not bad.
No, it's not.
What are you looking to incite upon?
I guess I'm trying to incite urgency. Would that be a good thing that I could incite?
You're trying to see if she has urgency?
Yes.
With a 15, in the heat of this moment, in everything that's going on, it does occur to you. Her eyes are remarkably calm. Her whole demeanor is almost muted.
What's going on out here now? There's her ushering us into the smoke, the crowd, and then is there still more tellers down the way, or?
Nope. You came from behind the only other two tellers that were there. Now they are both on the ground because they clonked heads together in this swirling smoke. You would be able to see mostly Pippin, Leo, where they're moving. They're pretty big bodies. You can kind of
I'm
see
like
them through the
getting
smoke.
up from underneath of the Goliath's arm, like peeking up at you. Crash. Eve's here. Come on.
I'm going to use Divine Sense to detect good and evil.
Heard?
Why the fuck should we go with her?
I point back the way that we came. We can't go that way.
Sirens and crowd.
I'm going to start patting down the Goliath while I'm waiting for him.
Sure.
Looking for basically anything like loose weaponry, any sort of identification that wouldn't just be obviously in his neural.
Roll investigation. Just for Crash, just for your POV, the only two ways that are viable are going back the way you came through your tunnel, which is also where the tellers came from.
Mm.
At least the two that you saw. Or go with Eve further away from the way you came. The crowd way is just not possible because you go right back into the street. What was that roll, Charles?
12.
Okay. Divine Sense. If I remember correctly, that's just something you can do.
Yes.
And that familiar golden hue takes over the green eye of your brown and green eyes. And you don't see anything. Nothing that you've come to kind of get used to. None of the dark figures, none of the shadow. And when you look at Eve, she's not good. Her whole aura, some chilling shade of gray. It's not the darkest you've ever seen, but it does kind of make the hair on your neck stand up a little bit.
As Pippin sees this, he kind of like places his back towards where Eve is real quick, tries to get in between the line of sight between Leo and Eve, and just looks at Leo and he goes, something smells wrong. I don't like this. This is bad.
Okay, lead the way then.
I don't know which way to go. Which way should we go?
Towards Crash.
Sirens and crowd are getting louder.
Did I find anything, Seb?
Yes, found 3 things. You found what looks like printed out on synth paper picture of a small, air quotes, as tall as you, Goliath girl, presumably sister or daughter, a extra large condom, still in its wrapper, and you find a communicator device that is like a line. So like all of you would know. You can get devices that are considered kind of like old world technology to communicate, but they're not on the network. So they are also kind of prized for that.
I leave the picture in the condom and I take the communicator, as I think you might have been setting me up for. Also, a few episodes ago, we proved that I do not need that condom.
Oh, your DM remembers.
Listen, I don't like this, but I gotta find more out about Rucker. So I say we go with her.
Did you come to us? Or are you yelling this?
I'm in our comms.
Oh my God, we are in the future.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna come out of my spot, and one of the 2 guys that's like near me, or I'm just gonna check them for guns.
On the Goliath, there was no weapons, as he is a weapon. For the Dampier, roll me an investigation check. Sorry, I had to make sure there was anything at all before I made sure.
Just a pair of false teeth.
So you're specifically looking for weapon.
I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, I'm specifically looking for a gun. It's a 14.
14, you find 2, and you immediately recognize that they have bioscan.
Mm.
AKA can't fire them unless that shit is registered to you. Or if you know a really good hacker.
Bill sells on the black market, baby. I also, kind of retroactively here, I'm going to take the hat of the Goliath and just see if there's like anything directly identifying it to the tellers.
You take his hat off?
Yeah, I take his hat off. Why are you smiling?
I need a
God
con save, please. You guys know me by now, dude. Like, what the fuck? How is that a surprise?
7.
Noted.
I'm going to start walking up to the rest of the group just keeping an eye out for anyone else around. But as I walk up, I want to take a look at that taser thing that I got.
That you got? Yeah, the taser that makes caustic bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as I'm walking up, I'm just going to like pull it out of my bag and look at it. Can I do like a quick investigation to see if it's something I think I could fix? Like, because right now Crash thinks it's a broken taser.
Here's what's going to happen. There's a couple things that are happening in order right now.
Mm.
You step up to the closer to the group, meaning Leo and Pippin.
Yeah, because they're the only ones I can see right now through the
Okay,
smoke,
yeah,
right?
cool. Roll me a con save. Pippin, you two, please.
All right.
I will say, while all this is happening, I have seen Eve and I started making my way closer.
Tropping along. So you're stepping over the Goliath at this time?
I was already behind him.
It's a 12 for me.
Nice.
Mine's a 17.
So you're slinking into the shadows also. All right, so Pippin,
Correct.
you grew up in a group home. So there's certain smells that kind of just get used to. You know, living in a dormitory with a bunch of boys. And Crash, you said 12?
Yeah.
It's been a while for you, even at the pit, even at the wormhole. It's never been quite this bad. But you know, you can recognize the smell of swamp hat when you smell it.
Oh my god.
Not swamp hat.
Oh,
Leo, you unfortunately were not expecting it at all, and you stuck your full face in it trying to look for clues.
Yeah.
And immediately give us a little owl retch of your latest, which I believe, what is that? Hot dogs? If we're being accurate.
Yeah.
bone in
yeah.
hot dogs.
Yeah.
Huh.
That really wasn't that long ago, unfortunately.
All over the seemingly important picture on the Goliath's chest.
Yeah. And luckily, it's like a solid clump. You know, it is an owl pellet, so
Yes.
easy to kind of flick off.
It sounds
Even if it
horrible,
is
but it's
hot
really not
dogs.
that much of a mess.
Yes. You know, unless it's stained. So,
Oh no.
that being said, nothing in the hat. Brika's already slinking. Brika's like, you guys are dumb. Slinking into the shadow with Pippin, Leo, and Crash. You've all seemed to have your reservations with this. But that crowd is pressing in. The smoke is clearing. The sirens are getting ever louder. What do you do?
Yeah, if I can see Eve now, I'm gonna start moving towards her, but I'm keeping an eye on the other two to just make sure they're tagging along, make sure we're not getting split up.
I like as a reaction, chuck the hat like a frisbee back towards like where the crowd is. But I as soon as I like get my composure back, I look to Pippin. I follow you.
Oh, I guess we're doing this. I'll pull up the rear. Okay. If anything goes south, got us.
And I think it goes without saying there, Crash, that there is not enough time to investigate your taser. You may have pulled it out, but you don't got time to like, it's dark, it's smoky, it's loud.
Fair.
So you all go into the shadow.
I'm gonna shove it back in my bag.
You're so lucky. I just making roll for that. It crossed my mind. It crossed my mind. I'm like, what's he going to melt in his bag today, dude? That being said, you all go into the shadow following Eve. And she takes lead. The reflectors on her jacket kind of showing as every time she passes by another connecting alleyway, there's a shaft of light that kind of illuminates her for a second, and then the darkness. And then it illuminates her coat yet again in darkness, kind of leading you through this labyrinth until you come out into a small, what looks like parking area behind some fucking bodunk bar. But what stands out about this area the most, besides the broken down buildings and the yada yada Sector B41 bullshit we've all come to expect, there is a Verax stretch limousine
Sitting in the parking lot.
Eve runs up to the side of it where what looks like, you ever see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, the first one?
Yeah.
Y'all know what Raphael looked like when he would wear his trench coat and his shell? And
Yeah.
Think that black, mean looking turtle man gets out of the car, kind of his shell taking up the whole back of the jacket, jagged and spiked, kind of signifying to you he's a wild turtle. His size, much bigger than the domestic turtles that you may have seen around, definitely much more menacingly. As he looks at Eve, "There's them." Eve looks back at you guys, looks back at him. "I told you I'd bring them here."
Seb, what is my detect good and evil rating right now?
With that man, same shade of gray. You can't tell. Like good and evil are mixing. He's not overtly evil. You can sense that, but he's not good. The turtle man looks at the group. He walks slowly out into the front, pulls his jacket bag, and all of you can see the sheriff's star, which is a signifier of the free agency. And it's surrounded by a black circle, which signifies Blackstone Agency. As he turns and opens the side door. "Quick, get in."
Okay.
I'm going to look to Eve and roll a insight on her as well. At any point during this, has she looked at me specifically, like with any sort of hatred? And does she look like she's being malicious right now? It's not even worth it. I rolled a 5.
Cool. She's staring directly at you. And her eyes are just deadpan. You read nothing.
Ben's going to move forward to get into the vehicle. Cautiously, but he's going to approach the vehicle.
Brico will follow Pippin.
Yeah, I'm right behind them.
Crash is a bit frozen right now, having a bit of PTSD to the last time he got in a limo like this.
Shout out. Prologue chapter 2.
I'm going to disregard Eve for now and approach the turtle. How do we know we're any more safe in there than we are out here?
He just kind of looks at you, kind of looks you up and down.
I do the same to him.
He says, "If I wanted to kill you, I just do it here. And if it wasn't my job to make sure you get to where I need you to get safely, then I wouldn't be here."
No offense, I just ain't heard very good things about the Blackstones. You said it's your job. Who's your boss? Probably not going to tell me, eh?
"Thought you heard about us." He pulls out a cigar and offers it to you.
I'm going to take the cigar, look at it, smell it, put it in my jacket pocket, pull out my cigarettes, light one, and offer one to him.
"I quit."
Sure.
While this is happening, well, I guess as soon as Leo crawls into the limousine behind Brika, just walking straight into it, I'm going to kind of whisper to Brika, who are these people? And then I hear him say Blackstone outside, like, who's the Blackstone Agency?
Is there like a Irispedia page on Blackstone?
Roll me a history check and I'll give you what I think you might know.
feeling the sense of urgency as I'm hearing like the crowd building and stuff.
Sirens more so, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, guess I'm not really left with much of a choice here.
Welcome to Iris Luna.
Thanks. All right. I'm gonna start walking in, but then I go, hey, the name Rucker mean anything to you? I just want to see the look on his face when I say that.
Roll insight. What'd you get for your history?
13.
I'm gonna wait for Crash to get in the car too, so that you guys can all get the information.
19. I'm still getting in the car, but as I say that, I'm one of my little like people learning tricks.
Yeah. His smile, which was hard to see anyway, because he has a very like front snapping turtle style kind of a mouth, but you see it like just drop as he just goes, "You'll see," and gets in the front car, front seat.
Fuck.
Now with a 13, you've lived in Sector B41 for a little bit now, right? From your session 0 there, Brika?
Yes, sir.
So you know that the Blackstones were the previous owner, at least within the last year. The Tellers being here is kind of news to you. In like you know that they run shit, but they weren't like as big of a presence. Blackstone used to run shit here, and Blackstone is known for two things: making people disappear and making sure that the illicit goods stay flowing. If you're bad for business, you are gone. You're out. There's like a myth around this mystical assassin called Reaper that they often talk about being able to take people out. Is what you would know about the Blackstone Agency.
She sounds hot for what it's worth.
From what I remember, the Blackstone Agency really used to be kind of in charge here. And a lot of people, ended up on milk cartons, if you know what I mean.
I don't think I know what you mean.
Oh, well, yeah, let's just say getting into a not very secret looking vehicle with them is not terrible, because they can make us disappear.
Why does getting in a vehicle with them make that not happen?
Have you seen this vehicle? Do you know where we are? This is the opposite of trying to hide while we smuggle things away.
Yeah, this ain't how they typically roll. This feels like we're going to see someone important.
We're good? Then
we're okay.
Eve leans over, takes Crash's cigarette pack out of his hand, takes a cigarette, lights it, gives him his cigarettes back, and says, "Because I'm here, you guys will be fine."
I didn't realize she was behind me, so I'm like,
"Oh, she's in the back." Yeah, she's right next to you.
Jumped as she like leans over my shoulder to reach across me. Oh, fuck.
Careful now. You want to not be so jumpy where we're going. Just relax. They don't have a reason to kill you. They won't. They just want you to hear them out.
What do you have to do with this, Eve?
She turns, and as the lights start passing over her face, as you guys start driving through the sector, you see now for the first time, her face is fucked up. Like, she has a big black eye. Her lip is cut, like everything. And she goes, "Because I paid for it." She looks out the window as the lights just keep passing by. It's just you guys in the back. Nobody else.
What about that jacket? Did you pay for that? Is there booze back here?
Yeah, of course. Why not? The dice say damn straight.
Is it just like a little limo bar kind of thing with booze? And
No. No.
Okay.
No. No.
All right, give me the rundown then as I say
Okay.
this.
You got vodka, you got tequila, you got whiskey, you got rum. All four of them highbrow. You got champagne, it's chilled in a little bucket that just simulates ice as it melts. So it just keeps simulating. By the way, water, not cheap. Okay. So anyway, you have all of that. There's also several artisanal beers in a little mini cooler in bottles, which is like, what? Who's out here synthesizing the whole fucking bottle?
I like how they had to synthesize glass, despite it being like the easiest material to make.
On the moon? like where there's like sand and shit. As you look, you're like, damn, the only thing missing from this bar, fucking bartender. Fucking hologram face pops out as you look at the bar. Good evening, sir. Can I assist you in selecting a beverage?
Scare the fucking shit out of me.
Would you like me to wipe you? You see a little hand appear from the top with like a silk fucking hand rag.
I don't say anything. I just hold my hand up to it.
I feel like Pippin would like this.
No. No.
The hand goes back.
Fucking robots. I'm going to grab the vodka, take a swig after I say that to Eve.
Honestly, best vodka you've ever tasted. Like you prefer the cheap stuff usually, but this just like has a fucking way of dancing. And you feel a buzz almost immediately upon drinking some of it.
Hey, Seb.
Yes.
Actually, I just remembered Pippin can't read, so there's no way he would know this, but I'm going to have Pippin grab one of the bottles from the bar and he's reading the label.
Oh, what does it say?
No idea.
Well, you know, I mean, you're reading it.
Should I?
Yeah, what do you think it says?
You tell me, bro.
I think it says might have some. No, he's worked at Blood Moon. He knows
Yeah,
what
he's worked at
alcohol
Blood
looks
Moon
like.
for a
Yeah, he
minute.
knows what it looks like.
Never seen this high quality shit, bro. But
He's just kind of like rolling around in his paws, and well, actually, can I roll a performance?
You would notice that Leo is like really kind of like watching Pippin as he like fidgets and like twitches his head around a lot.
D20 on my performance.
What were you performing for?
I'll tell you later.
Oh shit!
Well, I can't tell you what happens unless I know what you.
I'm
Unless
trying
it's
to
like-
make it look like I'm reading the bottle.
Do you look chill right now?
I think Leo should probably roll a perception check if he wants to know if I look chill.
I mean, he could roll it right against that performance check you just rolled, so that fucking works for me.
Well, I get to use this. That's nice. Brand spanking new. That's
Oh,
a
man.
4 for our listeners. A classic.
I'll let one thing off. One thing that Pippin can't stop himself from doing, it's an involuntary action, is when he feels like things are very, very wrong. There's one little spot on the back of his neck where the tufts stick up a little bit more. And if Leo was paying enough attention, he would notice that. But I don't know if Leo has seen that.
Not with a 4.
I think Leo's just amazed that you look so good, like you're pretending to read. Like he knows you can't, but it looks like you are.
I don't know that actually.
I was like, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Crash is the only one that knows Pippin can't read. For certain.
I think Brika's put it together, but Leo has no idea.
I think most of us were
Well,
like,
then.
I don't think he can read. But Crash is the only one that Pippin has been like,
He seems so confident.
I have a GM ruling.
Rika has figured out that Pippin can't read because she saw the directions that the doctor gave you
Yeah,
and heard what Pippin said.
That's true.
Leo's the only one who doesn't know that Pip can't read.
Leo can't even conceptualize that somebody couldn't read.
So, as GM ruling here, as a result of that 4 against 20, Leo fully believes that Pippin can read. You are 100% convinced
Yes,
that Pippin can read.
100%.
Sweet.
Selling it.
I think I still get a vibe from him that something is off, and it is making me incredibly uncomfortable as I have like Crash on one side of me and Eve on the other side of me, and I don't look good. At some point, I do ask Crash for the scarf back, but I try to do it like whenever she's looking out the window away from me, and I just kind of like gesture like,
Yeah, whenever that happens, I just quickly, unless you're like making it known that I have to be sneaky about it, I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah. I'm just taking it off and handing it to him.
Oh, you're not no care.
I'm not
Cool.
trying to do it sneaky. I'm just trying to not make it like
a big thing.
Yeah. You come back from grabbing this because he's at the bar now, so it's just a little bit of like a sit up to get to it, and then you come back. As soon as you sit back, Eve is like full on just staring you in the eyes, like just like full, like hard staring at you.
To Crash or Leo?
Leo.
Yeah. Listen, Eve, we need to talk about this more. I need to know what you know, and you can ask me anything.
Her face kind of like starts twitching a little bit, like just small, unremarkable things. A little eyebrow twitch, a little lip. She leans in, takes a huge whiff of the scarf.
Don't like that.
She leans back, looking you in the eyes, and goes, "Shut up. Doesn't matter," and looks back out the window.
I agree, mostly because I have no idea what's going on. All this animosity, all is coming from your side. As he just goes back to fidgeting with whatever he's got in his hands.
She blows just like a plume of smoke out that just kind of like fills your side of the car.
I wish I had that air filter right now.
As the plume of smoke dissipates, Crash is now just right next to her face, looking out the window. Jacket, where'd you get it? I take another swig. This time I'm gonna take some char with my vodka.
Gonna take casual drug use. All right.
Yeah, not moving my face away from her as I'm waiting for her to answer, and just like,
okay. I'm gonna need to know, does a sorry, I'm just adding in my head. Does a 14 hit?
14. Yes, 14 does hit.
As you like swig the bottle and like throw your head back to swallow the char, which is a pill for people who don't remember, Eve quickly, like, and suddenly, so everyone in the car, like the vibe shift instant, grabs you by the neck and squeezes so you can't swallow. So it's just like sitting in your throat. And she gets close to your face and says, "I'd rather not talk about it right now. And you should keep your wits about you." And she lets go, and the pill goes down your throat.
Fuck you!
If you're lucky, dear. She looks out the window again. She's just like full like edgelording right now. Like bad time. Bad vibe.
I take another swig of the vodka and then set it back in the ice and like clear my throat and spit on the ground.
Which literally you see the arm come down from the ceiling with the silk and just like wipe and then go back up into the ceiling. You guys have been driving for a little while now, which you guys have been driving around Iris Luna enough to know, like, okay, you've probably left the sector, to be honest. Like, you don't even, it's been 45 minutes of this, just driving. Not far enough to get out of the outer rim, really. You're probably still like sector 33 to sector 40-ish. But you know you're leaving where you were.
I'm going to lean over and at Crash's like knee a little bit, just be like, hey, it's going to be okay. And I'm going to bestow upon him the protective blessing. So once per long rest, as a bonus action, you can grant temporary hit points to a friend or ally within 30 feet. These temporary hit points are equal to your character level plus your charisma modifier and last up to an hour or until depleted. So that would be 3 extra hit points.
Cool. Are those temporary hit points?
They're temporary hit points.
The blessing that you gave on to Crash, is this your first time doing this?
Yes.
What does it look like?
I don't think it looks like anything. I don't think there's like a visible tell that I've used this ability. What I'm getting, you invoke this blessing, a warm surge of energy flows from within, channeling your protective resolve into a tangible shield for your ally. Your touch or presence instills them with a newfound resilience, forming a buffer against the challenges they face. So I think it more so would almost give Crash this feeling of like the warm glow that he's seen around like Beethoven and stuff, but it wouldn't be visible. It would just be more of a reassurance.
And it would be much more subtle. You can feel yourself kind of steel in the small moment.
Crash looks to Pippin, doesn't change the expression on his face too much. He's kind of just stuck in that like what the fuck kind of pouty face. And but he does look over to Pip and then just kind of looks back down until back zone out in the rest of the car ride.
Anybody else want to attempt anything, or are we riding in silence for the rest of the way? Just before I get into it. That's 4 solemn head shakes for those listening at home.
Quick question. Are there chargers?
Not that you can see, but it would make no sense that there wouldn't be any. Sounds like you might have to request one or something.
I don't even know how to address this thing. Sir thing? Do you have a charger possibly that fits this port?
As you kind of look up at the bar, no, that's where the face comes from. The face now appears on the window right next to your head. As it says, certainly. What kind of charger do you need?
It looks like a C36B.
You hear as the slot on your door opens, and you just see a port.
Oh, thank you very much.
No problem. Face disappears.
After Eve tells me to fuck off, I'm going to try to just do like self-research about, and I'll even text Brika after a bit, after I can't really find anything on my own probably. I'm going to try to do a little bit of research on the Night Watch and see if there's like anything I can find in the general feed.
Okay, so you're generally looking?
Yeah, and I'm also like, if I do find anything like an article or like a wiki, I'm like Control F looking like for low glide.
Nothing. Not from a basic search, not even like a link. Like normally when you search something on the feed, sometimes it's like a movie from fucking 73 that fucking had the same title and you just fucking, that's all it's there. Nothing. It is literally like something scrubbed it from the face of the feed.
After a bit, after having realized this, I'm going to message Brika and ask her if she can research into it at all.
Brika, you're going to research into it? What is that? The basic web not showing up. So that mean you're going to do some...
This hacking?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, yeah. Roll me some hacking.
I just want you to know it's appropriate that you told me there's nothing because I rolled a fucking 5. I've got to roll something worthwhile tonight.
I rolled a 12.
Nice. How did you spell night?
Probably with just an N.
Be fair, their hat or their cloaks did have an N as the logo.
Yep. How do you spell night?
NIGHT.
With a 12, you said?
Yes.
even in the Black Gate, nothing. Scrubbed.
So I send him my findings. I'm just like, doesn't look like there's anything. So
I just assume that it is a bunch of malarkey.
The limo stops.
Hmm.
The lights dim. Clearly in alleyway, parking lot, side street. The door opens. Eve steps out. Do you follow?
yes.
How long were we driving for?
Approximately 55 minutes.
So Eve stepped out. Can I put that bottle that I was reading in my jacket?
Sure.
Sweet. And then I'm going to get out.
You hear a voice behind you say, "Enjoy that, sir. Have a nice day."
Thanks. And I step out.
I'm going to get out because there's not many other things to do. But as I do, I want to look around and see just right off the bat if I'm anywhere I recognize.
Well, on that note, actually, I think I'm going to pull up a map and see like what sector we're in at least.
I would say that the spot where you are is so remarkably unremarkable that even if you had been here before, it would have been covered in fucking drunk people because there was like a fucking underground show. You know what I mean? Like it's not
like what I can tell though, it's still the south side.
Yeah, for sure.
Gotcha.
And with the oh wait, hold on. I'm just trying to remember. Did I tell you guys that nav point that Pippin's dad was?
Sector B37, east side.
So as you guys get out, it looks like a piece of shit, decrepit warehouse. And Leia, when you pull up your map, you see that you've gone laterally. You are now in Sector B40.
It was B37, by the way. I actually did have it written down.
For Pippin, and that's where?
For Clark, yeah.
And that's in the east side? West side?
The farthest out east side next to B41.
Ooh. Changes things.
It'd be about 55 minutes. It about adds up. Because I always picture us being on the west side of B41.
I was just trying to make sure I wasn't making a continuity error. But my original gut was telling me was correct. And with that being said, Leo, you would see that is also the nav point that Brika pinged from the conversation with Winter that never happened.
I don't think I would have that.
He was
right?
passed out. He didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Didn't you make it like a nav point?
Well, did that go over after we all woke up?
Remember, everything that wasn't in your tablet was erased, but everything that was in the tablet was still there.
I don't have it wrote down that you did, so I think it would be up to you if you did.
We can say I did. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It would pop up and it would have like a little tiny like dot on the map as something I've like looked up before, or that's something I've received before.
And it's exactly, you might not even really remember where it came from, but I have
no idea where it came from. It just has like a tag on it that says from Brika. Hey, Brika, what is this place?
Do you remember, Pippin, when I kind of hacked into your Neuralink when you were talking with your brother?
With talking with my brother? When was this? Oh, on the phone?
When he tried to call you dad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Hi.
This is where they said your dad was. So maybe he's here.
Don't have high hopes for that.
Well, as you say, he can't die. So
It's true.
You guys, as this like kind of revelation comes upon you, the turtle man comes up from behind and goes, "Oh, you had this marked down already. Interesting."
Somebody sent us here.
He looks at Eve. Eve looks at him, just like shrugs and walks towards the building.
Feels like a bad sort of interesting.
You know what? They haven't killed us yet, as they keep reminding us, and I follow behind them.
Be honest, what could get more worse this week? So I don't care anymore. And
Hey, we
Pippin's
survived,
just
Ron.
fine.
We can survive these fuckers.
Pippin's in his emo stage. What?
Stealing liquor from the cabinet.
I think it's the ambient music we're all listening to.
This hat right now says "sad dog."
Oh, no.
no!
Sad boy.
Oh no!
Crash is a little bit drunk and on drugs, so he just follows along and was like, "True."
As you guys walk towards the entrance, you notice that the doors seem to be recently, because everything else has a collection of dust on it, but the doors seem to be recently kind of blown open, like somebody just kicked it open. And as you walk through the doors, it's like a miracle this place is standing. You see a section where the ceiling has collapsed down upon itself into the main room, which opens up into this big, what looks like it used to be a machining factory. Because the different machines that are all strewn about, covered in like a light, thin, white sheet that they do when things are like, oh, we'll come back for this later, and they never came back. The whole space is just decrepit, like falling apart. And as you walk down this long main hallway, you get to an end where what looks like used to be 4 doors, 2 on either side, left and right, leading to separate rooms, and then a door straight ahead at the end of the hallway. And as you guys all walk down the hallway, you get to the doors, you can see that there's even like some writing that appeared on the doors. But beyond those doors is, at least in one of the rooms directly on your right, the room is completely caved in. It just looks like it's completely fallen over. The other 3 seem to appear in standing order. You get to the end of the hallway, and the turtle man stands at the door that's directly at the end. And Eve stands there too, looking at the door. As the turtle man goes, "Go in, upstairs, last office on the right."
What did the writing on the door say?
You didn't look? Are you gonna?
Yeah.
Are you going left or right?
Wait, so there's 2 doors on either side of us, and then the one that he's telling us to go through.
Mm-hmm.
And is it like 2 big doors that open in the same way, or does it look like 2 doors that go different?
They look like single doors, industrial metal doors, and they're equidistant on either side of the room, and parallel from each other.
Okay,
on either
okay.
side. The one on your most right is like the door is bent open and the room looks like it's completely collapsed. The other 3 seem undisturbed.
Gotcha. And he's just telling us to go through a door?
The door at the end.
The one door at the end that's still standing?
Yeah.
I'm going to look at the writing on that door.
It's scratched into the door like someone did it with a knife, and it says Eve.
Can I look around at the other doors too? I'd like glance around at the other doors. Yeah.
Left or right?
I'm just going to look at all of them. Like, I'll go left most and just around.
So the leftmost back one, you see on the name on the door, it says Leah.
How's that spelled?
Lia. As you walk directly to the door that's equidistant from it, you see a door that says Jebediah, scratched the same way. And as you make your way to the last door that seems undisturbed, Scald with a Q.
So there's 5 doors altogether?
The door that's destroyed, if you were to look, would say Link.
Pippin's going to walk through the door and go upstairs.
Yep.
Last office on the right.
I follow him.
As you make your way in, and I'm assuming everyone's following?
Yeah.
Yes.
As you guys make your way up the stairs, down the hall, you see a large, that glass that's made so you can't see through it. It's like thick and like warbled.
Yeah,
Not the frosted one, but just like at pools and stuff, they have this glass kind of in the window.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Basements. And as you kind of make your way to the other side of it, you see inside this office, it looks like someone refitted it to be completely modern. The rug looks new. The desk looks new. The walls look new. And behind the desk is a wall full of books. Not synthesized books, not holographic books, leather-bound, paper books. And the chair, which is kind of like a presidential style leather chair, sits empty. And at the front of the desk, you see that there's actually a nameplate. One you would see in any principal's office or politician. And it says Governor Thorne. Eve walks into the room, leans up against the wall, kind of making herself comfortable. She reaches down right below the bookshelf and she knocks twice. She looks at the group and she goes, "If any of you have any questions, I'd get them ready now. The boss does not have all the time in the world. And I'm sure he has many things to show you. You've been warned?" As the kind of like silence stretches on, as you guys kind of all occupy this space, there are 2 chairs opposite the desk. Pretty decent chairs. Does anybody use them?
We came in here and the knock that she did.
On the wall.
Okay. So she's like, it seems like she's signaling someone to come in.
Yeah, it seemed pretty
Okay.
signal.
All right. I misunderstood. For some reason, I thought it was like a secret entrance or something
I
like
thought
that.
the bookshelf was going to open up to a secret entrance. It's a little sad about that.
Well, that's crazy. Did anyone sit in the chair?
No.
I want you so bad, but no. I'm
No?
currently looking at the books.
Pippin's going
Okay.
to sit.
Sits in a chair, very comfortable chair, has a spot for a Kinnear tail to go. Rika?
She walks over to the bookshelf immediately and starts like smelling the books. She's so excited.
Triggers a childhood memory for you, as Bo was a collector of mainland books, especially old ones, and they smell old. For Crash, I don't think anything but common is common on Iris Luna. To know another language, it's like I took ancient Dwarvish in college for a
There's an
credit.
elective.
You, as you're looking, feel this like fluttering in your jacket pocket, like a little vibrating as you're looking, and you start to see the words on the books slowly, letter by letter, make sense. You can't
And they're
read
not
it.
in common.
Can't read it, but
Huh.
it is 100% ancient Elvish.
And
You don't
do
know
I
how you
know
know
that?
You
Oh,
know
I do
it
know
for a
that though.
fact.
Okay.
You have no idea how you know that it's ancient Elvish.
I'm also drawn to like leather-bound books. Like, I wouldn't think they would be here.
Did Leo get homeschooled ancient Elvish?
No. I mean, I guess that's really up to you.
Are all the books ancient Elvis?
Ancient Elvis.
Like pretty ancient Elvis.
He's not dead.
One of them just says, "Oh yeah."
I mean, I did have like a spoiler. I did have a premium education. I don't know what that'll do for me.
Roll history. As you all, while you are enthralled in this. Yeah, that doesn't look like it was a good roll, does it?
Rolled a 3, got a 5. That's incredible.
Shouldn't have taken fucking half orc to be fucking cool. That's your
That averages out to 4.
fault.
Makes me.
Second one of the night, boy. As you all are invested in your separate ventures, Pippin enjoying his chair, the bookshelf swings open. Not the one you're looking at, the one on the other side of the room. As you hear first the sound of leather-bound shoes walking down a hallway. Then the sound of something bigger scraping behind it. As you see a short, let's say like 4'1" halfling man, neat combed back lavender hair, piercing green eyes. You all immediately recognize a older version of one of the people from the picture you all saw. And as he sits in the chair, you hear as a large, lumbering figure, barely pieced together. It looks like somebody took a person and put a bunch of different pieces together to make him a weapon. 7 foot tall, metal, fully just bored out legs, chest where you can see his heart beating in a vial behind like this glass, this orange glass, and half of his face completely replaced with like a metal. As he turns and like the hood kind of comes over the other part of his face and stands directly behind the halfling man, who looks at you all and goes, I'm not sure why, but I thought you would be bigger. He holds his hand up. Stand down, Rucker. I don't think there's a problem here. That is where I'm going to end this session. Thank you for listening to We Together. Find all of our links on our Linktree or join our amazing Discord community at We Together Gaming to chat about the story, share your thoughts, and hang out with the cast and GM. If you'd like to support us, please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/We Together Gaming. You'll get exclusive access to our behind-the-scenes podcast, where we talk about our favorite moments, dive into character work, and have long-form discussions about the story every week. If you're all caught up and looking for more, check out the actual play podcast Hapless Heroes, now in its 2nd season, featuring me, your GM, as a player. Available on all streaming services. A quick thank you to our top-tier patrons: GxLobes, BrenDaniel, aka Naturally Noted, That Guy Jake, and my Momma. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, stay adventurous, and remember, whatever we do it better together.